Hi, welcome back to the channel on the college process. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep, and today we're going to be discussing choosing a student loan based on your credit score. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel and are looking for additional college content, please hit the subscription button down below. It will notify you of new videos when they do come out. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like and a comment. It does help the channel. That being said, let's jump right into today's video, choosing student loans based on your credit score. Now, for those looking to take out a student loan, I know this can be a complicating situation, and obviously with the stress of the amount of money you're looking to take out, you're looking for much guidance as possible. So let me first start off by saying that there's technically 3 different student loans out there that you can start off with. 3 different groups essentially you can look to start borrowing to help pay for your student's college education. The 3 different groups are, first, private student loans, second, state student loans, and third, federal student loans. Now, obviously, if you're watching this video, you're looking for loan assistance. So the first place you should be looking to take out loans right off the bat, you should be utilizing the student loans that are already offered to your student through the federal direct programs from them filling out the FAFSA form. As long as you guys fill out the FAFSA forms, the school itself will already be able to provide you with $5,500 of federal loans for year number 1, $6,500 of federal loans for year number 2, and years 3 and 4, the school should be able to, based on you filling out the FAFSA form, be able to offer your student $7,500 of federal direct loans. Right at the bat, you want to take the federal direct loans because of the fact that these are starting off at historically low interest rates to begin with, as well as there's no credit check. Your student automatically is offered this loan as long as they're going off to an accredited university or college. So they're the easiest loans to get, but obviously students and parents are probably looking for more loan funds, but here is the starting point where I would start off with any loan funds whatsoever. Now, if you want more insight, if you want more knowledge, and want more information essentially on how the federal direct loans actually work, here we actually have another video we actually created a little while ago. Also, the link is in the description. This video here, once again, in the description, is going to go a lot more in depth about the loans. It's going to explain how they work, the terms, interest rates, so on and so forth. Now, with that being said, let's go over how to choose a loan based on your credit score. One of the first things I tell parents that are looking to shop around for student loans is you have to figure out what your credit score is. So obviously jump online, go on one of the 3 different agencies there, or just go on Google and just check your credit score for free. Go on there to see what your credit score is. So then that way you have an idea of what number you're working with. Because without knowing the number, it's going to be very difficult to go throughout the rest of the video here and kind of understand what's going to happen. Because you're going to need your credit score to have an idea of which direction to go in, which group makes sense for you as far as who to apply for student loans. These are the things you need to do first before you go shopping for a student loan. You really need to know what your credit score is. Now, after getting your credit score, now that you have a credit score available with you, now we can actually go into me explaining to you the 3 different groups your credit score will put you into and which direction makes the most sense for you to apply. Now, basically everyone's going to fall into 3 possible categories. Category number 1 is a credit score of 750 or above. Category number 2 is a credit score of 700 to 750. And category number 3 is 700 scores and below. Now, for those who fall into credit scores of 600 and below, what I would do is watch the video we have here, and also in the description is the link. Student college loan declined, you have options. I'd watch this video once again in the description down below because of the fact that unfortunately with a 600 credit score or below, there are no credit agencies, unfortunately, from the student loan side that will actually accept you. So that out of the way, let's talk about credit scores in group number 1. Right off the bat, if I'm in a 750 or above credit score, I'm looking to apply to the private lenders right off the bat. Mainly because of the fact that most private lenders are starting the rates at just above 1% for the variable and 4%, just under 4% actually, for the fixed. This, by the way, historically speaking, the 1% variable and just under 4% for the fixed is historically low, especially if you go back pre-pandemic. These numbers did not exist before the pandemic happened. So the fact that these numbers are this low, if you have a good credit score, this is why I'm looking to go with the private lenders first. This is where I'm looking to apply. Now, that being said, what if you don't know where to start as far as private lenders? Perfectly understandable. There are dozens and dozens of student loan lenders out there. What you can do is in the description down below, we actually have the list of the top 4 private lenders based on interest rates and terms. So if you want, in the description down below, if you're looking to shop around for private lenders, just go down in the description. We have the links. You can just click on the links. Brings you right to the application of the top 4 lenders on the private side based on interest rates and terms. Now, after applying for the private loans, if you're in the credit score of 750 and above, if I can get a rate of under 6% or less on the private side, I'm going with the private lenders, especially if it's a fixed rate. If you're not able to get a 6% rate or below on the private side, and if it is over 6%, then I'm definitely looking to put you guys into category number 2. Now, category number 2 is the 700 scores to the 750 category. And what you're going to notice here in the 700 to 750 category, based on the environment we find ourselves in with the Federal Reserve raising rates and so on and so forth, what you're going to find is that the state loans and the private loans are going to start equaling out as far as the rates. There's not going to be a big difference between private loan rates versus state loan rates. Now, when it comes to the private loan rates, like I mentioned before, you're typically on the variable side starting at just over 1%. On the fixed side, you're starting at roughly under 4%. On the state side, the state loans range in rates between 3 to 6%. So once again, at 700 or 750 score, they're starting to even out, good, bad, or indifferent. So for group number 1, the 750 and above scores, if you're getting the interest rates coming back on the fixed side of over 6%, then I'm looking to go with the state loans. Same thing for the 700 to 750 people. I would first start shopping with the private lenders to see if I can get a rate somewhere in that 6% or below. If I can't, then I'm going with the state rates, the Pennsylvanias, New Jerseys, the Vermont state loans. I'm going with them to see if they can get me a rate better than the private lender. Now, for both groups, if you get it equal to each other, so let's say the private lender gives you a fixed rate of 5%, and so does a state loan, they give you a 5% fixed rate as well, then I'm definitely looking to go with the private lender. The reason I'm going with the private lender when both rates are equal to each other, the state and the private lender, is because the state loans have origination fees, typically around the 3% and above. If you're looking to take out a loan for, let's say, $50,000, a 3% will increase that $50,000 loan to $51,500, increases by $1,500. So obviously, if the rates are identical, I'm going to go with the private lender. Now, let's say the private lender is coming back with rates over 6%, and the college that your student is looking to go to or the state you live in do not provide state loans, unfortunately, because not every state provides state loans. What I would be looking to do is this. I would be looking at any rate above 6% on the private side. When there's not a state loan available for myself, I'm looking to go towards the Parent Plus loan, which brings me into category number 3, 700 credit scores and below. Now, when it comes to 700 credit scores and below, I'm typically telling parents right off the bat, let's go with the Parent Plus loan. Now, obviously, some of the downsides to the Parent Plus loan is the Parent Plus loan is in the parent's name only. The student can't have any ownership of this. There's no way of doing that. In addition to that, unfortunately, the Parent Plus loan has an interest rate of 6.28% with an origination fee of 4.23%. So it's not the most ideal loan to get, but as a viable option, if I'm getting private loan numbers, let's say around 8% or higher, I'm probably going with a Parent Plus loan if a state loan is not available. Now, for credit scores under 700, typically the state loans will not approve you. Unfortunately, 700 is typically the credit score cutoff typically for the state loan. So you really only have 2 options, going private loans or going Parent Plus. Now, you can shop around. You can look to see what the private lenders are going to offer you. However, most private lenders with a credit score under 700, most interest rates are going to start around 10% and go higher. So more likely, you're going to be veering yourself back to the Parent Plus loan. I would say 9 out of 10 times, the Parent Plus loan will be the better option for you. So to summarize, essentially, if you have a 750 credit score or above, I'm starting right off with shopping and looking at the private lenders. Once again, we have the top 4 in the description down below the links. And I would use the state loans as a fallback. Now, for the 700 scores, the 750 scores, I'm looking to shop around between private and state lenders to see who in that mix gives me the best option, with the fallback for you guys being the Parent Plus loan. And for credit scores under the 700 number, I'm basically looking to go right for Parent Plus loan. Unless I need to put the loan in the student's name, then private lenders are going to be your best opportunity, since most state loans under the 700 number will not, unfortunately, provide you any loan opportunities. That being said, if you do have any comments, if you do have any questions, leave them down below. I do answer all questions you guys leave here on the YouTube channel, so any questions, put them down below. I will answer them. As well as on the screen, you see our contact information. If you have any questions, any concerns, if you need assistance with any part of the college process, we do help out with all of it, admissions, financial aid stuff, all of it, loans, etc. Just shoot us an email or give us a call here. We'll be able to help you guys out. Other than that, thank you for watching today's video. Once again, my name is Ed from Principia Prep.